Hello, true believers. Hi, Dephinition here, and this is a breakdown of the new Bunnies and Bandoliers outfit for the Marvel's Avengers game. Not just the comic book origins of where this outfit came from, but also the retro movies that inspired it. I mean, look at this thing. Regardless of my decent comic book knowledge, I can't be the only one that wondered why our favorite Green Giant is wearing these out-of-place pink bunny slippers, complete with one crazy-looking gun on his back. So, before we get to overanalyzing this outfit more than anyone else on the internet, don't forget to show your appreciation by Hulk smashing that like button, subscribe to this channel, and ring the bell for more analysis videos of your favorite superhero games, plus more. With that, let's start with the comic book origins for the unique Bunnies and Bandoliers outfit, the Incredible Hulk number 390. Written in 1992 by Peter David, this story follows a three-part series called War and Pieces. Before we move forward though, I feel a brief history of the writer and his unique style is pretty important mentioning here. Peter David. I'd like to give a special shout out to the channel Comic Tropes for educating me on this subject, but in this channel, he explains that Peter David has had so many mainstream comic book runs that are defining for many popular characters. These runs included stories of characters such as Aquaman, Young Justice, Supergirl, Spider-Man 2099, of course the Incredible Hulk, and X-Factor, all of these just being some examples of what he's worked on. Hulk fans should also know that he's known for the Joe Fixit and Maestro Hulks that we currently know and love. Comic Tropes also goes on to say that Peter's writing is known to be on the light and humorous side. With all that in mind, I guess we can quickly jump back into discussing the Incredible Hulk number 390. Anyway, in this point in comic book history, the Bruce Banner's gamma-affected condition was changed so that he could now control his changes into Hulk and could maintain his normal personality and intelligence when in the Hulk's form, similar to how we see the character now in the current MCU timeline. Around the number 390 run though, Hulk was already recruited to be a member and ally of a group called the Pantheon, with the group even joining him on some of his adventures. This group that recruited Hulk were all descendants of a half-human and half-Asgardian god named, how do you say this? Agamemnon? Agamemnon. I don't know, let me know in the comments below. Some other supporting characters in this story also included Rick Jones, a sidekick and friend to Bruce Banner. There was also Betty Banner, Bruce Banner's huge love interest, who also becomes Red She-Hulk in the future. Back to our story, Bruce joined the Pantheon in helping them assist Rick Jones during a civil war in a fictional nation called Trans-Sabal. This issue was stuffed full of references to movies from the 80s and 90s, complete with its vibrant imagery and heavy use of guns and action. One example is an actual mention of the movie Terminator 2 Judgment Day, being described as if it had just been recently released, seeing that the events of our story here should also be taking place around Terminator 2's release date of 1991 as well. Early into the Incredible Hulk number 390 issue though, we're treated to this pretty unusual outfit for the Hulk, complete with bandoliers, a huge gun, and most of all, a pair of pink bunny slippers. But where did they come from? Well, in that same issue, we do get a flashback revealing that Bruce's buddy, Rick Jones, delivered a gift to Hulk in his living quarters. These living quarters being at a place called The Mount, a base of operations for the Pantheon. The gift was from Betty Banner at the time, and turns out it was the pair of huge pink bunny slippers that we saw pages earlier. Now, the next question is, why bunny slippers for Hulk? Well, after doing a little more digging, I found a pretty fun answer, starting with this tweet from September of 2021 by the user The Raw Mass. They present a fun fact about this particular page from the story we were just talking about, saying that the image came about because someone wrote in saying, "Until Hulk wears pink bunny slippers, make mine Marvel." Then either the writer Peter David, one of the artists, or both of them decided to actually make it real. It's unknown whether the letter writer quit Marvel. Well, get this, the writer himself ended up replying to the post, actually correcting him, saying that this is all indeed not a fact, and that he was the one who did it, because the Hulk made passing reference to the film Real Genius. Fans also asked for the Hulk to wear yellow bunny slippers, as the legendary actor Val Kilmer's character did in that same film. The comic book fans looking at the tweet, of course, proceeded to lose their collective minds afterwards. Now, what actually is real genius, though? And what does it actually have to do with the Hulk or Bruce Banner? Well, similar to the other movie reference issue 390 made, Real Genius is a movie that came out years earlier, in 1985 to be exact. Years before Baby High Definition would even know what a Hulk was. Anyway, in this college comedy, a 15-year-old genius named Mitch Taylor, played by Gabriel Jarrett, he gets recruited right out of high school to join a prestigious physics department at Pacific Technical University. There, a professor named Jerry Hathaway, played by William Atherton, sees huge potential in the boy. Mitch ends up getting roomed with another fellow genius named Chris Knight, played by Val Kilmer. Kilmer's character being renowned in academia for his superior intelligence and, more recently, his pretty unique approach to his success, seen wearing alien antenna to job interviews. This also includes the infamous yellow bunny slippers that fans wanted in the Hulk comic.
Mr. Knight, why is it that I am not surprised to see you here? And, I suppose you have an explanation for this so-called event that we're to witness.
Yes, sir, I do, but first let me take this opportunity to compliment you on your fashion sense, particularly your slippers.
Anyway, Mitch initially doesn't care for Knight's laid-back attitude, but he's eventually won over. Their friendship eventually allows them to make new progress on a laser project. The boys end up learning that the government intends to use the laser as a weapon, and they start to question what they've actually been working for. The movie does paint a decent picture of how the 80s was both a very cool and weird time. Filmed a year after the highly successful movie Revenge of the Nerds.
Nerds! Nerds. Nerds. Nerds!
What is a nerd?
Which also focused on science geeks. Real Genius this time empowered the science geeks from the start and ditched the jocks seen in similar stories. Now, even though the Hulk slippers, to my knowledge, haven't been updated to include a color change to yellow, we can at least appreciate how the Hulk's Bunnies and Bandoliers outfit makes a nice homage to writer Peter David's unique work, as well as 80s and 90s entertainment at the time. We not only get a realistic interpretation of comic book nostalgia, but also the idea that Marvel's Betty Ross must be somewhere out there in the Avengers game universe, right? Anyways, good job, devs. Keep these accurate comic-inspired skins coming. Can't wait to see the new content coming in the next month or two as well with the Lady Thor, Jane Foster. This question's for you though. What team outfits would you pair up with this unique Bunnies and Bandoliers outfit? You can follow me on Twitter at TheTrueHD for superhero related tweets around the clock. Don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe to this channel, and ring the bell for more Marvel's Avengers analysis videos, plus much more Marvel content besides that. As always, thank you so much for watching if you have, and I'll see you all on the next video. Peace.